Welcome. This is Altcoin Day Trading, Litecoin, the best elite wave analysis, episode number 2. So today I'm going to take a look with you at Litecoin. Litecoin is in a different position according to the labeling I just did on the charts. Regarding elite waves, it looks a little different. And we could have a triangle forming for wave 4 in Litecoin. And I don't see that triangle on BTC, and I did not see it yesterday on Cardano too. So I'm going to take a look with you at Litecoin, and we will see how it looks. First, we'll start with Ichimoku, and then we'll talk about the wave labeling. I do not have to show you my Twitter today because I haven't posted anything that I want to read to you. Apart from the content from the private channel, but that's for only my private clients. So I don't have to show you my Telegram. In that case, my intervention should not be too long. Let's see how it goes. First, I'll start with my disclaimer as always. Here you have my disclaimer. Please read it. The link is in the description of this YouTube video. So please read my disclaimer that you are aware that there are risks involved in trading. And I'm offering for my private clients a live elite wave updates. They will cost you 20 USD a month, and you will get at least 1 to 3. Most of the time it's more. It's like 5, sometimes even more than that, but I only promise 1 to 3. I like on my analysis on Bitcoin, I like to give a minimum requirement analysis, and sometimes, of course, we go higher. Sometimes, of course, I provide more than that. But the minimum requirement is 1 to 3 updates a day on BTC. Most of the time, it's more than that. And if you're interested, you should join my free Telegram group. Why should you do that? Even if you trade, let's say, Litecoin, since we're going to take a look at Litecoin, it's because, in my opinion, the BTC chart is more important than the Litecoin chart, since Litecoin will follow BTC. So if BTC goes up, then Litecoin will go up. If BTC goes down, then Litecoin will go down. I only show this to you because to me, BTC is not that important. I've just labeled the chart. I would not even have labeled it if it was not for this video, for this intervention, YouTube intervention. And I do not trade Litecoin. So for me, Litecoin is not important personally, but the price of BTC is. And if I would be trading Litecoin, I would still trade it according to the price of BTC. Because if BTC goes up, everything else goes up. So my elite wave labeling on BTC is more important than my elite wave labeling on Litecoin. But I'm doing this intervention to show you what a real trading system looks like, not the kind of stuff you hear about on other trading channels. What the serious indicators look like and how you trade them. I trade elite wave, and for entry and exit points, I use Ichimoku. And that's why I'm going to show you that. If you, as I told you, if you're interested in my subscription in my service, please join my free Telegram group and tell me that you are interested. Then I will provide you the instruction on how to become a member. You can only pay for 1 month or an entire year in advance. If you know that the market is important to you, you don't have to pay every month. You just can do me one payment for an entire year. I have a couple of clients who did that, and I think it's best for everybody. But if you only want to try for 1 month, of course, that's possible too. And now, after I've told you that, we are going to take a look finally at the chart of Litecoin. So I'll start with the Ichimoku chart. And on the Ichimoku chart, what can I tell you? Well, I'm going to tell you how it looks right now. Right now, everything is bearish. So the super trend, of course, is bearish. The directional movement is also bearish, even if it's not that important because it only tells you the strength of the market. Ichimoku is bearish. And Ichimoku tells you three things. It tells you first that the price action is below the Kumu cloud. And here you have the Kumu cloud and the price action is below it, which is bearish. It also tells you that the Tenkan Sen is smaller than the Kijun Sen. So your this colored line is the Kijun Sen, and right now the Kijun Sen is above the Tenkan Sen, as you can see, and that's bearish. It did give you a cross. I wanted to say a death cross, but you don't call it a death cross, you call it a TK cross, which stands for Tenkan and Kijun. So you did get a TK cross here. And finally, the lagging span is 3. So there's no support from here. In short, it looks as bearish as it could look. There's no hope right now in the chart for BTC, according to Ichimoku. You should only be taking short trades right now. Hopefully, but that would be in conflict with my labeling of Elliott wave. And I trade Ichimoku in accordance with Elliott wave. So I would not take a short position, even if everything here tells you that you could enter a short position. The third position would have been entered when on this candle. Because here on this candle, from the lagging span, which was this candle here, that would have been your entry. Well, this one, the long one, that would have been your entry point. Since then you are below the cloud, the super trend, and the Tenkan and Kijun is bearish. So everything is bearish, and here you are free from going lower. So my entry point would have been on this candle, and I would still be short right now if I only trade Ichimoku. My stop loss would be the upper line of the super trend, which is bearish. When the super trend here turns bullish, I would exit. And if you take a look at the past, you would have got an entry on this candle, because here the lagging span, well, let me see. I think it's this candle. Because I think here the lagging span would have been here, if I'm not mistaken. And here you are above the cloud. You are also above the Tenkan Sen and the Kijun Sen, and the super trend is would have been bullish. So your entry point would have been on that candle, and you would have got stopped out on this candle, because here the super trend would have broken, since it went from down here, it went up there. It would have broken. So that would have been your entry point. So you would have entered here and you would have exit here, which is not really a profitable trade. And since we have talked about the outlook on Ichimoku, which is as bearish as it can get, I'm now going to jump over and take a look with you at my Elliott wave count on Litecoin. So as I told you, I trade them in accordance one with another. So I would only take a long position if Elliott wave and Ichimoku tell me to go long, and I would only take a short position if Elliott wave and Ichimoku tell me to go short. So now let's zoom out first and give you the bigger picture. this is the FTX chart of Litecoin, so I don't have too much price history, but I could guess the waves by knowing the waves on BTC. I could guess what the count is on Litecoin. So with that guesswork, because here you don't have more price action as here. You see the starts, the charts start here. So I cannot be sure if I only look at this that would be wave 2, but it probably is because that was the case on BTC. So it probably is on Litecoin too. Well, if that was true, you did then get a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with wave 3 subdividing and being the biggest wave of them all. On top here, you had wave 3, and now the outlook is a little different than on Bitcoin or Cardano that we did look at yesterday. Because if I look at that chart, I could argue for the possibility of forming a triangle in the fourth wave. So here you have wave 3 and here wave 4. And this could be the structure of a triangle for that correction. In that case, we would have an A wave here, a B wave up here, a C wave down here, and then now we would get we would be in the process of accomplishing wave D, and then we would get a wave E. And once we have done those waves, we would then go higher. And that's my outlook on Litecoin. And since we have done that, I'm going to zoom in and show you the last part now. That was on the daily chart. Now I switch to a shorter time frame. Let's first take a look at the 3-hour chart. On the 3-hour chart, so on the 3-hour chart, you had on the wave A of the triangle here, the wave B up here, with every part of the triangle having 3 waves in it, A, B, C, and here again A, B, C for B. And now we would have accomplished wave, if that's the wave B up here, we would have accomplished wave C down here. And we would be in the process of doing wave D right now. So I'm going to zoom in a little more again to the 1-hour chart. And on the 1-hour chart, we have the B wave of the triangle up here. So this is your B wave, and you have your C wave down here. And now we would be going higher. If we take a look at that correction, it is a zigzag formed with a wave A that subdivides into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. Then you have a B wave and a C wave. Here you can see the subdivision, but there should be 5 waves since it's a zigzag, and the zigzag is 5, 3, 5. And once we have done the C wave down here, we are in the process of accomplishing the first wave of the D wave, and the D wave has also 3 waves in it. And I think it will be again an ABC. So I'm looking for an A, B, C in a D wave, and I'm labeling the A wave, which could be a zigzag. So there could be 5 waves in the A wave. And that's what we are finally going to take a look at. As you can see, here I've put it as I think it could develop. That would be the A wave, and it would subdivide into 5 waves. So here we have wave 1, wave 2, then we would get wave 3, we would be in the process of accomplishing wave 3, then wave 4, and then wave 5 for the A wave. So you had the first wave here, then an A, B, C correction with the C wave being an ending diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 4 overlapping the price territory of wave 1. That's an ending diagonal. And then we did get a leading diagonal, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, forming wave 1. And then you get a correction, an ABC, forming wave 2. Then you get wave 3, 4, and 5, forming the higher level wave 3. Then you get wave 4 and wave 5 for ending the A wave. Then you get a correction, ABC correction, and then 5 waves up again for the C wave. And that would form your D wave of the triangle. Here, the important level that cannot break for that count to be correct. And if it's not, well, then I have to relabel it and think about another count, but it would not be so pretty. So let's hope that it holds. The important level that must hold is at 141. 0.13. So 141 is the important level, and it's the bottom of wave 2. If that level does not hold, I have to relabel and see what I can come up with. But it would not be, I don't think it would be that pretty. And if that level doesn't hold, it would also put a huge risk of this not being a wave C of C. So then we have to see again what's happening, but it would be bad news. Let's hope that that level holds and that we go higher. Okay, and that's all I wanted to show you. Please join my free Telegram group to have a way of communicating with me. And of course, if you're interested in becoming a member of my private Telegram group, let me know. You get live updates on BTC, and that, according to me, is more important than the labeling on the altcoins. I only showed you the icons, so I don't show the content of the private channel to non-private clients. So I think it's really important to have the correct labeling on BTC, and it will help you with your trading of altcoins, to be always aware of the last labeling on BTC. I think that's a good idea, and that's why I would recommend to you to be a member of my private channel. So if you're interested, join the free Telegram group, which is in any case a good idea. And if you're interested, you just tell me that you're interested, and I'll give you the instruction of how to become a member. And once that is done, once you are in my Telegram group, then for this video, you also can leave me a like and a comment. And maybe I'll do one more promotional content YouTube intervention tomorrow, and I talk about another altcoin, maybe ETH, or who knows what. But I maybe label one more chart so that I can show you again what a real trading system looks like and why you should have the last labeling of BTC, of the BTC price, and how you should use it in accordance with Ichimoku. To show you that, maybe I take another look tomorrow at one more altcoin. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.